Okay, welcome to Animated's Animating Stuff, a live streaming event. And yes, here we are. This is Harmony, and Harmony is right there, and I'm right here, and I'm now going to go over to Harmony and make something. I'm going to animate some stuff. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Let's go animate some stuff, all right? Okay, great. Here we go. First of all, oops, let me turn this off. Oops, there we go. We're going to animate some stuff now. I don't know why that stuff's showing up. Why is that? There we go. Okay, so I've already kind of set this up. Let me show you what I did. I'm trying to make a background. So that's what my camera sees right there. Okay, so I'm going to make a long background. There it is. What I have here is I have a gradation. It's a linear gradation, and right now it's in the center of the thing. I made it bluish. On the sides it's black. Just like in real space, there it is. So, it's not what I want. I want it in the middle. So, there's this program. There's a little thing up here. It's under the white contour editor tool. It's right here called Edit Gradient Texture. I can click on that, and then I can click on it like this. And then I can move this little thing this way, and it makes it more concentrated in the middle. You see? Like that. Now, I want to rotate this thing, so I'm going to go up here. I rotate it like that and make it look like this. Well, that doesn't really look like space. It looks like a tube. But if I make this a little shorter, there we go. Now I got a little interesting looking thing here. I got a little bit of blue down there, and I got a little black up there. So yeah, that's interesting. It looks kind of like space. Not really the greatest, but that'll do. So I'm going to make some stars. What I'm going to do is just zoom in a little bit here. And I'm going to use my brush tool. You can go up to the brush tool, and there's a tool properties here. Tool properties. You might have a brush that looks something like this. But if you scroll down, there's other different brush tips here, and there's a whole bunch. So we can get any of these and use this for our star. I actually think there's some stars here, and I think it's called stars. Oddly enough, it's called stars. There it is, 77 right there, star 77. Okay, so I can go into the stars menu here. I can click that little button there, and then I can change my spacing. So right now, if I move that this way, the stars spread out a little bit. You know, the more I do that, the more they spread out. But I'm not going to do too many. I'm just going to like kind of tap the stars. I'm going to tappity tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. So I'm doing a bunch of those, and then I might tap some of this stuff. There we go. It's not as so I can kind of do a little at a time, stuff like this. All right, so let's move down the street like this and put some more drawings, more stuff in here. So yeah, I'll just kind of trying to do something, just trying not to get it too evenly, so I can have some that are small, some that are big, just random is good. Random works. It works good. So there we go. I don't know, I'm just trying to get something done. There we go. So the main thing is just to make some sort of artwork that's long enough that you can reuse it, pan it, and keep going and stuff like that. So let's just use this. We're going to back this up. There we go. And then we're going to take this one. I don't know what this property thing is doing here, but let's get rid of that. And we'll just add all of these stars on top of our background, Starfield. And then what we'll do is we'll make it, we'll go back over here on using my hand tool. I can scooch back. There he is. So you can see now. I don't know why this stuff has popped up here. This blue stuff. I think that's because it's in this, and that's in that. And yeah, so I might have to just delete some of this stuff. But I discovered that when I try to delete this stuff, it deletes everything. So what I'll do is I'll just leave it out off the side. We won't even pay any attention to this today. And we're going to put a peg. There we go. So we got a peg there. And I'm going to turn on my little animate tool button and my transform tool button. There it is. I'm going to make, I'm on my peg, so I'll make a keyframe there. And I'm going to go here at the end, make another keyframe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this way. And I'm going to move it like a lot, like that. So it's going to be going about that fast. That's pretty good. I'll show you what I did. And what I did here is I made a rocket, and I made a flame, and I made a little astro guy. He's going to be right there. And that's weird. I can't see him now. Oh boy, what the hell's going on? That's weird. Oh, he's just a, yeah, there he is. Okay, so let's go to Mr. Astro Boy. He's just it's kind of hard to see because I've got him on that onion skin. And yeah, but what I did here is I made three images of that flame. And it's just a 3 drawing cycle that on 2s, and it just does that. And I haven't really colored it yet, but I'm going to put the flame inside color right now, and I'll show you what I do. So I'm going to add it right there. Oh, hold on, I got to go to the line tool. Here we go. So we'll make a line there. So now it's white. So what I did here is I have the rocket is on the top layer, and then in the middle right here is the flame, and then I have this little astro guy. He's hard to see. He's right here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. There he is. He's just sitting there. Now I can animate him and all that stuff, but I'm just using this as a guide right now. So if you're not sure of the color, you're gonna have to do this anyway. So you might as well just go ahead and do it now. I'm going to put this in paint bucket mode, and then I'm going to hit this and just fill it in. So that's the body. Go to neck, put the neck color, go to eyes, put the eyes in there, boom, boom, and we'll just have some, oops, you've got pupils. So yeah, maybe I'll zoom in a little bit here so you can see what that looks like. There he is, see? So yeah, I would just put some pupil color in there. That could be in their eyes as well. So anyway, we got it looking pretty good here. Let's zoom out a little bit and show you the rest of this. So yeah, so the flame. So let's go ahead and add the flame color just so we have it. There's only 3 of them. So I'm going to put the flame color here. Just add it to this one. And then add it to this one, and then add it to this one. And already, even though I click on it, you can see the whole thing, but if you click outside of this, above, see it's hidden, so that looks pretty good. And it looks like it's going. And right now, there it is. So I've got my character just sitting there, and there's the flame going along, and the background is panning. So that's just a simple animation there to show that. Now I do have this rocket on a peg, so I can do all sorts of things now. where if I zoom out a little bit so you can see this is what my my whole thing looks like. So I could put, since all these things are attached to this peg, I can figure out, like, okay, I want it to be in the distance, and I want it to come up and sit here on number 40, and it's going to stay here for a bit, and then at about, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40 frames, 50 frames, it's just going to sit here like that. And so then as it goes this way, I want it to zip off. So so I can put a keyframe on there, that peg, and I can click on my current animate and this button here, and see that's what that's lighting up my drawing. And if I hold down the shift key and I go here, I can make it smaller, and it rotates. There's the rotation, so I could rotate it like that, and I could have it over here like it's going up and out into space. So I'll make it go far away like that and go off like that, and there it should feel like it's going away. There it goes. So we'll get it to come in here. So maybe we'll start off with it's not there. So maybe 5 frames. And again, these two things are on, so that allows me to change this. And see, I can pull this back like that, and I can bring this over. Whoops. Now, sometimes that happens, and look what happened. It just grabbed everybody. You don't want that. You just want the peg. There we go. Because that'll goof up everything. So now what I'll do is I'll bring this way. Maybe we'll bring this down, and we'll just rotate him a little bit this way. So as he rotates, he comes into view, and he hangs here for a bit, and then he takes off. Bye-bye. There he goes. Hey, this is a book you can get. It's called Mr. In-Between by Bill Croyer. He's the guy that worked on Tron. He came up with figuring out how to animate CG back when we didn't really know how to do that. And he's also did the animation of the owl from Labyrinth, which was the first CG flying character ever animated, and things like that. And there's a lot of fun little stories about him, working at Disney and different studios he worked for and things like that. So you should definitely check that out. And if you've enjoyed this in any way and you'd like to see more, I'm going to try to do this again, where I just kind of get online and do something, animate something, because it is called Animating Stuff. There we go. And so I will animate some more stuff later on. And if you like this in any way, you can press that button right over there to subscribe, or you can take a look. I've got these videos right here, and we'll see you next time on Animateducated or Animating Stuff. All right. Well, take care, you guys. See ya.